Hey guys, so this is a very different video from me, but the audience asked and I'm here to deliver. So all of you have been asking me some very interesting questions about myself, and also asked for more questions from you guys on my Instagram, on the YouTube community page, and also on my Facebook. So if you don't follow me on any of those things, I definitely suggest you do. I get a lot more interactive on there, especially on the community tab and on my Instagram. So I have about 24 questions that I got from you guys, and yeah, let us get into it. The first question is, what does your name mean? And also, where does your name come from? I get this question a lot. Most people assume that I'm Sutu, I'm Tswana, I'm Venda, I'm Congolese, I'm Nigerian. Apparently, I'm a lot of things, which I am none of those. I'm originally from Zimbabwe, born and raised, and then I moved here when I was 9. So my name is Ndebele. It means entertainer. I guess this is how we ended up on YouTube. But yeah, but the name I got it from my mother, and her reasoning was because as a first child they hadn't a child for a while, so I brought the joy into the home and I was entertaining her when I was born. How old am I am 21 years old, turning 22 on the 7th of July. What languages do you speak? I speak Shona and I speak English. I can hear Afrikaans and I can hear some Xhosa, but everyone always assumes that I'm closer and they speak to me closer. But yeah, anyway, how many siblings do you have? I have two younger siblings, deputy parents in the house. I have two younger brothers. One is turning 9 and one is turning 17. Okay, so those are the basics about myself, and then we're gonna go into a bit more nursing questions that are related to me, and then a bit more personal stuff, and then I'll end it all with some of the really deep questions that I got from you guys. So the first thing is, why did I go into nursing? There's a video over here that you can watch where I went in depth into it, but the basic premise of me going into nursing is that I enjoy the human body. I love learning about how the body functions, how it heals itself, and I'm also really into education, but I really didn't want to get into like being a teacher. I don't think that's my path, but I definitely do enjoy education. So nursing really brought those things together. And also I love community service. So also being able to provide community service while educating the residents of that community, while also providing them how to better their health. I love fitness, I love health and all of that jazz. So nursing just brought all of those things together. And also again, now the question, why not medicine? I don't like the long hours. Have you always wanted to be a nurse? No, it's not been something that, oh my gosh, since I was a young child I wanted to be a nurse. No, I've changed my careers so many times, but like in matric, that's when it really solidified. So in grade 7 I wanted to be a lawyer. I'm not really good at debating, so I don't know how I thought I was gonna go into law. But anyway, that was something I thought of in grade 7. And then when I went into grade 8, I wanted to go and be a nutritionist. I love like I love fitness, I love food, so that whole thing just came together. And I also wanted to be able to help people, choosing the right diets for themselves and that sort of thing. And then over the years between grade 10, 10, 11 and 12, I really enjoyed economics. Like I was excelling in it and I loved it. My teacher really made me love the subject. So at one point I thought I'd go into economics. But yeah, I really don't think it's for me, and I don't think I would have been very fulfilled as I am with nursing. So when I discovered nursing and read more about it, and it's not just the whole bedside thing, I really got interested into it. And in matric, or half of grade 11 and matric, I was heavily involved in community outreach, and I was also involved in like hospital work, kangaroo moms, and that sort of thing. So all of those things just came together, and I was just like, you know what, this is really what I want to do. Do you regret getting into nursing? Definitely not. Definitely not. I love my career. Like if it's like one of the most popular things people tell me is I'm really passionate about what I do, and if other people can see it, then it's a definite big thing that you really love what you do. So no, I don't regret any part of it. I love what I do, and I wouldn't change it for the world. What is the most challenging thing? I think the most challenging thing for me is counseling. There's a difference between providing health education and counseling someone. Like, I can give you really good health education about what you should be doing to make your health better. If you're a pregnant woman, what are you supposed to be doing to take off your body, take off your baby, and that sort of thing. But counseling is when something really bad happens, or someone is about to make a really big decision for their life, and counseling them to sort of help them to create a better decision for themselves has been difficult, especially when it comes to teenage moms and also to moms that have just recently lost their baby. I'm definitely still learning on how to do that appropriately. I think I do a fair job, but I feel like I could provide my patients with a lot more love and a lot more care. Like, emotionally I can understand, but how to articulate it and how to comfort the person has been a bit difficult for me. So that, I would say, has been the most challenging thing about nursing, and also the working hours. Yeah, so that has been the most challenging about studying nursing. Favorite thing about nursing, delivering babies. If I could do it all day every day, I would. I love delivering babies. I think it's the most exciting adrenaline rush thing ever. I love delivering babies. I don't know, I also love baby resuscitations. It's really sad, but I find it very fascinating, and also because babies are very particular. Like, the everything that they do has to be specific, right to the T, because any little variations in whatever you're giving them, whether that's medication, oxygen, whatever, their condition changes rapidly. So you need to be very, very particular when it comes to babies. So I just enjoy that whole process, and also providing health education. Like, I love teaching people. Like, I feel like one day I would probably do talks around here and there, but I enjoy teaching people and letting them know about their health. I used to do it at my church. I haven't been doing it as often. Okay, I haven't done it in a while, because school has really kept me busy and I've had to let go of some responsibilities, but I enjoyed that. So I really want to do more of that, and being able to provide that health education to the moms every day when I'm working with them, or any patient in general, is really amazing. And I love when patients ask me questions. I'm just like, yes, like, ask me questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. So I really love that. And I know some people find it scary for patients to ask them questions, because you never know what to say to them. You don't know how to answer them. But the more they ask you questions, then just tell them, okay, I'm not sure, let me go find out for you. Or you educate them as much as possible, as you know, then go find out, do your research, and come back. Patients are more than willing to allow you to go do your research and come back, because they know that you're a student, you're not going to know everything. But I just love that interaction with moms, because the more they ask you questions, the more they allow you to do your own research and to open up your mind about the things that you might want to teach your patients, because you're not going to know what they want to know if they don't ask you. So the more they ask you, the more things you find out that they want to know from you. um this question: how do you get used to seeing people's private parts? um I don't know. I guess I've just been desensitized to it now, that I'm just like, it's just part of the job. Definitely the first time I had to do a bed bath on a male patient, that was beyond dramatic, and also because it was a psych patient, and they were being sexually inappropriate. So that became really awkward very quickly. But like, for me, like, with everything that's awkward or scary, I try to reframe it into, it's a patient, I'm trying to help them, and as a result, like, my emotions don't have to matter in this context, if that makes sense. Like, I always get asked, how do you deal with death? And for me, if it's an older patient, I'm like, they've been in a lot of pain. For them now, they're at peace, they're no longer suffering, and that sort of thing. So I sort of conceptualize it, or so I conceptualize it in a way that it's all about the patient, it's not about me, and I detach those emotions. So, like, when I'm seeing people's private parts, I'm like, okay, I need to see a private part because I need to put a catheter, because the catheter is in to drain your urine, so that it helps the baby move down, or because you've got a UTI, urinary retention, the urine can't come out. So for me, it's like, I'm providing you with a service, so how I feel about it should not matter. Obviously, afterwards you go laugh about it, you grossed out, in your own private time, but nah, you get used to it. What do I prefer, scrubs or uniform? I love everything about the nursing uniform. I love that it's so versatile. If you're a pants person, you can wear pants. If you're a skirt person, if you're a dress person, there's a large variety of the type of uniform, even like how the shirts are structured. You can have the ones with button, the ones with zips. So I love that. But if I had to choose one, definitely scrubs. Like, I don't know, scrubs give you this kind of attitude, like, I don't know, they just give you this bossness up with you. I think that's why it's like a big thing in medicine and why everyone wants to wear scrubs, because it really looks so nice and it just makes you feel so I don't know how to describe it. I don't know, it just gives you a certain vibe when you're wearing scrubs. So definitely scrubs all the way. Who is my favorite YouTuber? I think it depends on the type of content I'm watching. Like if it's like a productivity thing, Ali Abdal is definitely a big favorite. Thomas Frank is also another one. Then if it comes to like self-help things, definitely Mpumile Dwabo is a big one for me. And then if it's like finance, then there's the financial bunny. And then it's like how things. I love Mama Dr. Jones. She's amazing. I love Dr. Mike. Like they are really amazing. I love their content. If it's like fitness, I'm really into Jane Kate Fitness right now. But Chloe Ting is also another favorite. So it all depends on the type of person and the type of content. But if I was just had to choose one, like I'd have to watch their content forever. I can't watch any other YouTuber. Dr. Mike, like, I mean, he's what, like, the, but also his content is top notch. Why did I choose to do locks? My hair is very hard to maintain. It just came to a point where it was frustrating me. Like in my language, we call it hard mashona hair. Like it's just really difficult to maintain, and I have a very low pain tolerance. So combing it was just, it was not part of my journey. So locks, I enjoy having braids, so locks also give me that vibe, but it's also my hair, and it's not that hard to maintain locks. um and then also getting it done, it's not as painful in the beginning. It is slightly painful, but if you're doing the twisting one, it's not as painful. The crushing one, yeah, that one is a little bit, but you can manage it compared to me combing my hair. So for me, I could not maintain my own hair, so I came to this. I think it's cute, I like it, and yeah. But now I also get the question, are you gonna keep it forever? I don't know. I'll like, the thing is, with hair, it's so versatile and my hair grows really quickly, so I can cut it and within a space of a year it's long enough for me to be doing braids or styling it and that sort of thing. So I really never stress about hair. So if one day I decide I want to take it off, cool, I'll take it off and I'll start again. But as of now, no, it's staying. Guilty pleasure, peanut butter. I will eat peanut butter with anything and everything. I also have a sweet tooth, but like I haven't been eating, like I'm staying away from sugar things. So it used to be chocolate, but I think I've cured my chocoholic addiction. So for right now is peanut butter, and it's not really going well with my fitness goals. Trying to wean off peanut butter, but also in conjunction with peanuts, like I mean they're from the same thing, but I love those things, so that's definitely guilty pleasure. That gets me into trouble a lot, but it is what it is. Current Netflix obsession. Manifestation, guys. Manifest, no, it's manifest. Oh my word, it's like it's like a really creepy show, but it's also really nice. So just give you a synopsis. So it's these people that go on an airplane, and then in real time 5.5 years pass, but according to them it's like been an hour flight. They arrive at the airport, and people are like, okay, where have you been? It's been well, it's been 5.5 years. So obviously their families have moved on, some have gotten remarried and that sort of thing. So they adjust into that whole thing of them having disappeared for 5.5 years. And also when they come back, they discover that they can tell the future. So they can hear things in their head, or they call them callings, where these callings are telling them to go save people. Like these callings just get them into so much trouble, but also help, allows them to help a lot of people. So it's just been that whole thing. I'm almost done with it. I have been so obsessed. Like, yeah, it's been a big obsession right now. So yeah, that's been an interesting one. What is on my bucket list for this year? I really want to go quad biking. Like I don't know, I've just been wanting to go quad biking. And if not quad biking, ziplining. I don't know. I'm into adventure outdoors, so yeah, so I've been definitely wanting to do that. And then this question, are you single or taken? I'm taken. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the really deep questions that I got. How do you manage a stressful situation? It depends in what context it is. If it's at work, I can power through it and you will not even see that I'm stressed. I'll just manage it, do what I can, and keep it pushing. Obviously, get help from people that are older than you, more experienced in that sort of thing. But if it's like a normal day-to-day thing, like I'm just overwhelmed with assignments and it's stressing me, a good cry never hurts. I'm a big crier. I don't always love it because I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm immature, but like it really helps me to just, it's like the tears just wipe away all the stresses and it allows me to think straight. So definitely crying and venting. Exercise is also a good one. It helps me clear my head and helps me to make better solutions. So running is a big one in that. I think the most immediate response I get when I'm stressed is crying. It helps. What keeps you going when the road gets tough? For me, it's knowing that I'm making a difference. That's why I wanted something like a career that's all about service, because I love serving people. I love having people depend on me. It's got its negatives, but that's a story for another day. But I definitely enjoy making a difference in other people and that sort of thing. So having the knowledge that I'm helping someone and the messages you guys send me, oh my goodness, you guys make me cry all the time. When you send me like, oh my gosh, you helped me change my mind, I'm going to university, you inspire me so much. So those type of messages, I truly appreciate them. And whenever I'm feeling sad, I just go and read them like, you know what, you're really doing a good job. People appreciate what you're doing. It might not be as big as you think it should be at this moment in time, but the few people that are being helped by what you're doing, it just makes it all better. And also I have a song that I listen to. It's called I Was Here by Beyonce. It just really motivates me. It's one of the songs I want to be sung or played at my funeral. And I'm hoping that by the time I die, I would have achieved what I want to achieve. What is your definition of success? My definition of success is twofold. The one is being able to earn enough money or having enough money to live a comfortable life that I'm not stressed. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you can't base it on money. It's on material things. I understand that, but you also need to have money to be comfortable, to not have stress. You can't saying you are successful but you're stressing about where your next meal is coming from or where you're gonna get money to go to school and that sort of thing. And as a result, that leads me to be able to fill out my passions, which is helping others, educating young people about what to do with their lives, how to live better lives, how to reach their highest potential. So it's twofold. I love helping people, but for me to be able to help people, I need to have some financial balance in my life, because money goes out to help other people and it eventually come back to you twofold. So that's my definition of success. What is your definition of life well lived? Definitely traveling. I want to see what else the world has to offer, and not just everything that's in my context, because I feel like we get so wrapped up about what's happening in your life and you forget that there's other people out there, people that have it way worse than you do. So I really do want to travel and just see what's out there. Like the whole Doctors Without Borders thing, I really want to try to just travel around countries, helping people, doing like humanitarian work, social work, community outreach, using my skill as a nurse to be able to provide healthcare for other people. That would be definitely my definition of a life well lived. Obviously there's other things, helping as many students as possible reach their highest potential. I'm definitely into the whole mentorship thing. I want to open my own practice, have my own family. There's those basic things, but I think I would say, like, I feel like I'd be ready to die once I've done the whole Doctors Without Borders thing and just helping people outside of my community, if that makes sense. What is your definition of being happy? My definition of being happy is having the opportunity to do what you love every single day. And for me, that includes my career, because I'm going to be spending majority of my life at work. and I need to be happy with what I'm doing. I need to be passionate with what I'm doing. So just being passionate about what I do is definitely my definition of happiness. So that's why I'm very against people that choose careers for the sake of, oh, I'm smart enough to do it, or my father forced me to do it, and that sort of thing. Because it really, I feel like it destroys you emotionally. Because if you're not passionate and you're not happy what you're doing, you're going to be miserable. And I know it's a bit dramatic and stuff, but you really need to love what you're doing. It'll make life easier, because if you're happy at work, you'll be a happier person. What do I love about being on YouTube? A few things. The first thing would be definitely having a space to grow and be artistic and just put yourself out there. I've always been a person who's quite opinionated. I've always had something to say. So having this platform to able to say my opinions, to able to inspire other people with me being on this platform, it's definitely been an amazing journey. And having people tell me that they've been inspired to also start a YouTube, or to start nursing, or to go to university and that sort of thing, so that's been amazing. And also having a community. I really love interacting with you guys. I really do appreciate when you guys comment, when you DM me just to say thank you for the video that you have made. I love that closeness and the bond that you create with total strangers. Like, if I just stayed in my lane, went to university, went to school, went to work and that sort of thing, I would have met the amazing people that I've met through this platform. So I've been loving that whole community thing that goes with it. Yeah, and also like YouTube opens up a lot of spaces for you. Like, there's been a lot of interactions that I've had with people that I never thought I would have had. It opens up opportunities for you, speaking arrangements, going to speak to students, that sort of thing. You get noticed, and yeah, it's been great having that opportunity. So I truly do appreciate all of you, and I can't wait for this community to continue growing. We get to see each other's lives as I grow up in my whole journey from university onwards, and also hearing your guys' stories and all of that jazz. So I really do appreciate you guys. This was cute, this was fun, and yeah, thank you guys for submitting all the questions. Until next week Friday, 12 p.m. South African time, have an awesome one. Bye guys.